welcome back to the channel. Thanks for dropping by. Now, as you can tell from the title of this video, I'm going to be reacting to the first song off of the debut album by Led Zeppelin, and the song is Good Times, Bad Times. Now, the plan is to listen to each song in order from the album. Now, initially I'd thought about doing the full album as a reaction, from start to finish, but I quickly went off that idea due to, I think, a few things. Feeling pressure to not leave too many gaps whilst listening to a full album, which, where I wouldn't speak so much. So I kind of quickly went off that, and obviously the time scale as well, having the time to do the full album and then to edit and try and tackle the copyright aspect of it as well, which I'm still yet to fully get my head around. And so I kind of went off that idea and came up with the idea of doing a side 1 and side 2, or side A, side B, whichever way you want to look at it. And that was quite well received, and I was leaning quite far towards that, to be honest. And then the more I thought about it, again, I figured, look, I've been doing single video reactions, and I don't want people trawling through a long video to try and find the song that they want to hear the reaction to. So if you feel a bit let down that I'm going to be doing, so dog's barking. If you feel a bit let down that I'm going to be doing these as individual songs, but in order, then I apologise. But I feel this is the best way for me to tackle this. So yeah, we're going to start with Good Times, Bad Times from the debut album Led Zeppelin from 1968, 69. Let me check. 1969. And I'm quite surprised to see, this isn't a dig, I'm quite surprised to see that it's 2 minutes and 46 seconds long. I don't know what the shortest song I've reacted to from them so far is, but this will definitely be the shortest song that I've reacted to from Led Zeppelin. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy the 6-7 minute songs. There's a lot to take in from those. Some of them are quite epic, and they all sound great as well. Yeah, excited to listen to this, just to see what the first time you guys heard Led Zeppelin, what it was and what it sounded like. I'm quite familiar with 60s music anyway, so I kind of know the sound of the 60s. Like I said, like some of you might have read in the comments, I'm a huge Beatles fan. And obviously they sort of broke up in 69, 70. And for Led Zeppelin to then come around at that point, I think this album was released the same year, I believe, as the Magical Mystery Tour. I might be wrong. Just see what kind of sound they were bringing in 1969. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to hearing it, to see what so when you guys put that vinyl on and you put that needle down, this was the first thing that you heard from Led Zeppelin. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into Good Times, Bad Times from Led Zeppelin's debut album. Ooh. There's those triplets straight away.
A couple of days before she was rid of me. She swore that she would be all mine and love me till the end. But when I whispered in her ear, I lost another friend. Oh, good times, bad times,
Well, what a way to start your first album. Instantly, as soon as it kicked in, you got that guitar, Jimmy Page's guitar. So far, Robert Plant's voice has been not dull, but it's in comparison to what I know he's capable of. It's been very sort of simple vocals, and someone taught me this in the comments. I did notice that there was like a quick succession of kick drum beats, which I've since learnt are called triplets. So whoever taught me that, I can't remember your name in the comments, but thanks for teaching me that. Straight away, I heard those in the first song on the first album. So turns out he was doing it from the very beginning. So obviously it's something you guys were familiar with by the time, I think it was on the third album. It was a song off the third album that I reacted to. So yeah, pretty good so far. We're only a minute and 20 seconds in, but we're nearly halfway already. It's such a short song of 2 minutes 46 seconds. But good times, bad times. So far it's good times, I believe. Let's get back. The guitar reminds me of Jimi Hendrix.
Good times, bad times, you know I've had my share. When I woke up home from a nightmare, but I still don't seem to care. I know what it means to be alone.
Oh, there you go.
I sure do wish I was at home.
Well, he hit those triplets a lot there. Still going. Oh. Going crazy on the kick drum. Sorry to pause it. It's only like 20 seconds left. But is that a succession of triplets, or is that just him just going crazy on the kick drum? Because that's all I can hear in this side. But yeah, sorry. Let's get back.
Each and every day, you can feel the beat within my heart. Realize, sweet babe, we ain't never gonna part.
It's still going in the fade out. The kick drum's still going in the fade out there. Well, that was Led Zeppelin, Good Times, Bad Times, the debut album's first track. And yeah, I can see why a lot of you, when you would have first put this on your vinyl, on your record player, and dropped that needle for the first time, that it would have made an impression, knowing what I know from the 60s music so far, and what I'm familiar with. I can definitely see why, a lot of you might have been like, what the hell is this? Like, the sound's great. The Robert Plant singing, he does get his range up a bit in this, which I was half expecting anyway. But the bass was good. The little breaks in the music, and then the bass just rolls around. And John Bonham's kick drum going crazy in this one. Like I said, I'd heard it once in a previous song, but the triplets, if you like, as I know them at the moment, very prominent in this song. Right at the end there, it just kept going and kept going in the right hand side. That's all I could hear was the kick drum. And so I think someone did say in the comments when I mentioned the kick drum sound I heard previously that he does this from the get-go, and boy does he do it from the get-go. A great first song to kick off an album, I believe. Only 2 minutes 46 seconds, but there was enough in there for me to be intrigued to see how the rest of the album's going to go. I have done one song off of this album already on my channel. I will react to it again as part of this album playthrough, but I think I'll pull up the lyrics this time, so because I've heard the song before, so I'll be kind of familiar with the music, because I tend to, once I've reacted to a song on my channel, I will then play it a few times in my headphones, so I can actually really focus on it. Because obviously when I'm reacting, I'm trying to pick up on things, I'm trying to comment, I'm trying not to miss things. I tend to then miss out on the lyrics, or don't hear as much of the lyrics as what I would hope. But hopefully with that song, when I get there, what I will do though is, apparently I've been told if I listen to You Shook Me and Dazed and Confused as a one continuous obviously they're separate tracks, but listen to them back to back. I mean, that might be a challenge for me to listen and react and edit to. To listen to and react and then edit. So there might be a few pauses in that, because I'm not sure how this copyright thing is going to work, or how it does work, to be honest. Because there's a few channels are getting sort of struck at the moment. I think it's Brad and Lex. I don't know if you know Brad and Lex. I think it's the Eagles though. I think Don Healy's on a warpath for some reason with them. Whether it's actually him or it's the record companies, I don't know. But it's a shame, because obviously with some of these channels, you know, for me personally, when I watch music reaction channels, I will only watch reactors react to songs that I know or I'm familiar with anyway. So, because I've always wanted to start a channel like this, so I didn't want to spoil that and take that away from myself by, you know, watching someone react to a song I've never heard before, because then if I react to it, then I've already heard it. So, so it's a shame for them, obviously, but, you know, it's the beast of the music industry, if you like. But yeah, so back to this. Looking forward to the next song, which is "Babe, I'm Gonna Leave You." 6 minutes 41. It'd be interesting to see what song follows this on the album, because I know song placement is a big thing in when you make an album. You know, they wouldn't have recorded it in this order, unless they did. I don't know. They'll record songs and then they'll think, right, we'll put this song here because that will sound good after that song, and so on. But yeah, so I think for this will actually be 3 videos for side A or side 1, and then I'll do a little review on that side at the end of Dazed and Confused, and then I'll carry that on with the second side, and then give a side B review plus a full album review at the end of the last track of the album. So if you're looking forward to that, hit the subscribe button and the post notification bell so you know when I've dropped the next video. And if you like the video, hit the like button and drop some comments down below and tell me what it was like when you first put your needle down on your LP back in 1969 and this came out of the speakers. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.